Have you ever been trapped inside your own mind? Not once or twice, but constantly. When you wake up already swept into a stream of thoughts you can't control. When you eat and taste nothing because your mind is replaying some past mistake or panicking about a future that hasn't even arrived. You think you're living, but in truth, you're only thinking about living. And that is a trap. A subtle, silent trap you never noticed you had already fallen into. You don't realize that most of what you call yourself is just repetitive thought. It's not you, but it controls you. The Buddha once said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." And if your mind is a storm of worry, regret, and expectation, then the world you inhabit will mirror exactly that: chaotic, anxious, restless. Here's a truth most people won't face. Much of your suffering doesn't come from your circumstances, but from your constant thoughts about those circumstances. A line in the Dhammapada strikes like a warning: no enemy can harm you as much as your own unguarded mind. So if the mind is the most dangerous enemy, how do you escape it? You don't need more information. You've read, analyzed, researched, but peace doesn't come from gaining more. It comes from letting go. 6 Buddhist teachings, if you truly hear them, won't just help you manage your thoughts. They will show you how to see through their illusion. Not to run from the mind, but to realize you were never truly trapped. You simply forgot how to step out. The first teaching is empty observation. Not controlling thoughts, but watching them pass without attachment. When a thought arises, like, "I'm not good enough," don't react, don't resist. Just watch it like a cloud drifting across the sky. It comes, it goes. You are not the cloud, you are the sky. The Buddha called this the unattached mind, a mind that sees but does not cling. This power is not dramatic. It is pure awareness, and it causes chaotic thoughts to fall away like dying leaves. Then comes the meditation on impermanence. When you overthink, you're grasping at something, a feeling, an outcome, a fear. But all things are impermanent. Even your worries don't last. The Buddha said, "All conditioned things are impermanent." So why invest your entire soul into what is bound to dissolve? When you deeply contemplate this, you begin to let go. Not out of despair, but out of wisdom. And here's a shocking truth. Many of the thoughts you claim as your own are not yours. They arise from habits, from society, from wounds left unhealed. You didn't choose them. They're simply playing on repeat. The Buddha taught that the mind can be trained, like a wild elephant. The problem is, you're not training it, you're being dragged by it. You think you're thinking, but in reality, you're being thought. And once you wake up to that, you realize thoughts are not commands. They are echoes. And once you see that, you can choose to listen or not. Amid all this, there is a hidden key: mindfulness. Not the commercialized kind filled with apps and slogans, but pure, raw presence, untainted by craving. It's drinking water and knowing you are drinking. Not drinking while thinking about tomorrow. It's breathing and realizing that each breath is anchoring you into existence. There is nothing abstract about it, but nothing more powerful. Because one moment of true presence can cut through 1,000 restless thoughts, like a sword slicing through a maze of illusions. There's a secret practice few dare to face: contemplating death. Not to feel fear, but to awaken. The Buddha taught that death is not a tragedy, but the ultimate truth that makes us value now. When you overthink, you often believe you still have time to fix, to change, to get it right. But if you truly knew you might not be alive tomorrow, would you still waste hours worrying about what others think? Would you still lie awake at night replaying mistakes from 10 years ago? Or would you look someone in the eye and truly be there, truly love, truly live? And finally, the letting go of self-identity. Most of your worry comes from an ego that believes it must control everything. I must succeed. I must be right. I must be loved. But in Buddhism, the self is seen as a mental fabrication, a bundle of memory, reactions, and desires. No one is really in control. And when you truly accept that, something miraculous happens. You stop needing to overthink because there is nothing left to hold. Nothing to defend, nothing to prove, nothing to perfect. You don't need to run off to the Himalayas to find peace. You only need to stop, right now, in this very moment as you read these words. Your breath is happening. Sounds are present. Your body is vibrating. Everything you need to return is already here. But you'll miss it if you keep living inside your head. So the real question is not, how do I stop thinking? But, am I willing to see that thoughts no longer control me? You don't need to fight the mind. You just need to step aside and let awareness arise. And once you taste even a moment not ruled by thought, you'll never want to go back. This is not a philosophy. This is a wake-up call. A shocking truth you've always known, but never dared to believe. Peace doesn't lie in the answer. It lies in no longer needing the question. Thank you for watching, and may you be well, happy, and free.